All right, two things. Number one, first of all, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for this blessing of guiding this program and living life with these guys. Number two, I want to give a big shout out to my director of basketball operations, Bailey. We had, obviously travel and weather and hotel changes and flights and meals, and man, she was unbelievable. We did not miss a beat. That had nothing to do with she did everything needed to be done, had us on point to give us a chance, to be ready to play this game. And then last thing is credit to Oklahoma State. They just did a much better job than we did. They were more prepared. They played harder. Those two words I wrote on the board, effort and execution, and they beat us in both of them. And so that's on me. And but all the credit goes to those guys for the result tonight.
You made a second half adjustment, different lineup. Was there any particular reason why you decided to go with Ugo?
Well, we wanted to play zone, and I've been wanting Ugo just to. Now, I've been told I'm not supposed to say everything at these things, like don't answer every question. So it was I'm not gonna go into it, but it was a coaching adjustment. Very proud of Ugo on how he responded, and to that, and looking forward to seeing more of that from him going forward. And I thought the guys made the adjustment with us in the zone, and I thought they did a really good job. But when you dig yourself that much of a hole, it's just so hard.
What kind of strategic changes could you make to get Brendan going on a more consistent basis?
Yeah, it's just they just hug him, man. They just hug him and take him away. So, we're going to look at it. It's one of the first things I looked at. He only got up 2 shots, 0 for 2. How can we get him going a little bit more? And so it's something that we got to look at.
From your perspective, 19 turnovers, just what went behind that?
Their defense. Yeah, I have to look at the film and stuff, but we knew they were a team that wanted to turn you over. We knew that the first 10 seconds of the shot clock was going to be really important as far as us getting back on defense. They had 14 fast break points to our 4, and then they scored 31 points off of our 19 turnovers. When you turn the ball over, there's no defense for that, right? When the ball is, especially live ball turnovers, right? You can't sprint back to whether you're sprinting back to man or zone or whatever they're coming at, but that's their strength. So they played to their strength tonight, and that is a credit to them.
The turnovers might be the answer, but which reoccurring errors have been most bothersome to you this season?
Yeah, I'm not going to answer that one.
Coleman, how do you think you guys can get the ship turned around here over the next couple of weeks?
I feel like everyone needs to do more as far as taking care of responsibilities, whether that's on the court, off the court. I feel like it's as little as the way we warm up, how serious we take a warm up. When we finish our pregame warm up, when we go back into the locker room, if you're walking or running, just little details like that. Taking the game of basketball serious. I feel like today we didn't warm up well enough. I feel like we came out flat with no energy, and I feel like, at times we just don't take the pregame warm-up, stuff like that, serious. I think everyone needs to take a bigger jump of discipline as far as just being better in those perspectives, because Coach Ream talked to us, the basketball gods don't reward stuff like that, and I fully believe in the basketball gods, whether it's actual basketball. It's not necessarily a basketball god, but it's the things that come with playing the game of basketball that come back to haunt you. So, yeah.
Coach, did Oklahoma State attack you the way you expected?
Yeah,
tonight.
They were exactly who they were. I don't want to sound like another coach, but we our guys, Coach Marco did an unbelievable job in the scout. There's nothing that they did tonight that we didn't show on film of who they are and what they did. They just did what they wanted to do better than we did what we wanted to do.
Coleman, what do you think got you going a little bit later in the game?
I don't know. Probably just seeing the ball go in. I feel like when I see the ball go in, I start picking things up. I knew that in order to stay in the game, I was going to have to play better than what I did in the first half. And I felt like we had just a little bit more energy, but it shouldn't take being down 20 points for that to happen. So, but yeah, probably just seeing the ball going a little bit more than what I saw in the first half got me going a little bit.
David, what did you think of the three big lineup you guys used in the second half?
I feel like it worked. We had a lot of length out there, and I think it was helpful to us. He brought a lot of energy. I told him after the game, way to come in and step up. We're gonna need more of that the rest of the season. Just rim protection and just another big body.
Jerome, Big 12's obviously a gauntlet. How do you keep everybody's hopes up when you do start 1 and 2 and lean for it?
It's 3 games. I don't know why the hopes would be anything. And both our losses are on the road. The goal is win the games at home and try and steal some on the road. That's how you do it. We missed out on one at TCU and missed out another opportunity. Well, I don't know. We missed today. They didn't let us get a chance today. So let me make sure I say that right. We go back home. We get to play in front of our fans, and it's another game. We wash it and we move on. If we were 2-1, it would still be the same thing. You still have to wash it and move on. You can't relax, can't feel happy at any point in time because every game is a battle, right? Every game's a battle.
I take it you're looking forward to getting back to Manhattan.
Yeah, I am. Thankful. We had some people in the city that went and took care of our cars, cleaned them off so when we land we can get back. They took care of our streets. And so we're very thankful for our community that rallied around us. And so when we get back, we're going to be able to hop in our cars and get back to the house. So blessed.
Coleman, how did you pass the time over the last couple of days?
I just sat in my room, not much to do. I got to see my sister in Fort Worth. She drove up from Houston. But other than that, just ate breakfast, lunch, dinner, went to practice, shoot around, and stayed in my room and just locked in.
Did that make it any easier or harder to play a game like this without going home?
No, I mean, if you can't get up for a basketball game, regardless of whatever condition, then you probably shouldn't be playing basketball. So I was excited for this one. Blessed to play the game, and we didn't get the result we wanted, but whether it's we were in a city for a week, 2 weeks, I'm always going to be up to play the game of basketball. So.